Hi, Sajid Recaps here. Today, I am going to explain a thriller and survival movie called Prey. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. In September 1719, a Comanche tribe lives in the northern Great Plains. A young woman, Naru, practices her hunting in the forest along with her dog Sarai. Along the way, Sarai's tail gets caught in a bear trap, but Naru manages to get her free. Naru then looks up in the sky and sees what she believes is a thunderbird, but is actually the incoming ship of a predator. Naru later joins her brother Tabe as they prepare for their katamia, or the big hunt for their tribes that is a rite of passage for hunters. While Naru wants to be viewed as a hunter alongside her brother, their mother Aruka dismisses her aspirations. Not far from the village, the predator arrives, cloaking itself before proceeding to brutally skin a snake. Tabe leads a hunting party to go after another tribe member, Puhi, who may have been taken by a mountain lion. Naru joins them, despite the protests of everyone besides Tabe, as he knows she can tend to Puhi's wounds. The party finds Puhi wounded but alive, and Naru administers medicine to his body. Naru suspects that something bigger than a mountain lion is out there if they found Puhi alive, as the lion would not have left him that way unless it was scared off. The hunting party stays on the lookout for the lion. Naru and another member named Paka climb a tree and set a trap, but Paka is viciously pulled down from the tree by the lion before he is torn apart. The lion climbs the tree and approaches Naru, who arms herself with a spear. The lion lunges toward her, just as she hears the predator roaring and emitting a bright light. Naru falls and hits her head on a rock, but not before sticking the lion in the side with the spear. Naru wakes up back in her home, with Tabe having carried her back. He also returned with the head of the slain mountain lion, completing his katamia. A ceremony is held in his honor, and he is made the new war chief. The next day, Naru sets off on her own to try and track down the predator. She comes up with a way of throwing and retrieving her hatchet while walking with Sarai and coming across a field of skinned bison. Meanwhile, the alien hunter comes across a wolf, which attempts to attack as well. The wolf charges toward the predator, but it guts the wolf down the middle. The predator then rips the skull and spine out before burning the wolf's head down to the skull and wearing it around its belt like a trophy. Naru ends up coming across a deep pit of mud and begins to sink. She throws the hatchet attached to a rope and manages to hook herself onto a tree stump to pull herself to safety. She finds Sarai and encounters a bear. The beast chases after Naru, but she manages to hide. Before the bear can find her, it is found by the predator. The bear puts up a good fight and nearly overpowers the hunter, but the predator ends up punching it hard enough to kill it, before picking the bear up and covering itself in its blood, allowing Naru to see the predator clearly. Naru runs and escapes by going down the current in the river. Naru finds members from her tribe on another party, as they were ordered by Tabe to find Naru and bring her home. Naru fights one of the men, Wazape, almost overpowering him until another member helps him knock her out. The men tie her up and prepare for the attack, only for the predator to gain the upper hand with its sniper projectiles and take out one of the men. Naru frees herself as the men begin to get slaughtered. Naru manages to run but ends up getting her foot caught in a trap. She is then knocked unconscious by French fur trappers. Naru is taken in as a prisoner and treated terribly by the trappers. One man, Raphael, speaks to Naru in English to ask her about the predator. She realizes they were the men that skinned the bison. The lead fur trapper brings out Tabe and cuts him across his chest down to his stomach. Naru and Tabe are tied to a tree to be used as bait for the predator. The trappers set up vantage points to stalk it, but they are found first as the predator slaughters the first group. Another group manage to get the predator's foot caught in a bear trap, but even as it is cornered, the hunter uses its advanced traps and gadgets to kill the trappers and break free. Naru tells Tabe that the predator didn't see her as a threat, so she uses her smarts and manages to get them free. Naru goes back to the trapper camp and kills the remaining men before freeing Sarai. She is found by a wounded Raphael, who offers to show Naru how to use his gun in exchange for medical help. Naru gives him herbs and tends to his wound, as his foot was severed by the predator's trap. She also sees that the herbs help reduce a person's body heat, and therefore will make it harder for the predator to spot them. The predator arrives as Naru hides. It doesn't see Raphael until it steps on his wound, and he screams, prompting the predator to kill him. Tabe arrives on a horse to rescue Naru, telling her that she needs to run because the predator sees him as the threat. They try to hide from it, but the predator impales Tabe. It spots Naru, but Tabe uses his last breaths to distract the hunter before it deals the killing blow. Naru runs and cleans herself up but mourns Tabe. Naru goes into the woods and finds the trapper leader. She attacks him and severs his foot, using him as bait the same way he did with her and Tabe. She waits for the predator to arrive and hides her heat signature with the herbs. The predator kills the trapper, but Naru uses Raphael's gun to hit the predator in the head. She takes its helmet and runs into the woods. Naru traps the predator in the mud pit she fell into, and then corners it with its own helmet, causing it to get impaled through the head with its arrows. Naru returns to the village with Sarai and brings the predator's head. She warns her tribe about the white men and other threats, meaning they have to look for a new home. The tribe celebrates Naru's victory and survival.